Welcome to Notre Dame Stadium, where they will shake down thunder from the sky to cheer on their Fighting Irish, and hoping that plenty of echoes will reverberate in victory at the end of the game. We've got a top 25 matchup on hand. Two of the premier teams in the land looking to make a statement that will resonate. As we'll see, the number 25 team in the country, the Indiana Hoosiers, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Notre Dame looking for a strong kick to get this one underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they'd get him on the ground at the 20. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. Wants to throw on first down. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Shoots it to the left. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. And the decibel level starting to increase here on this early 3rd and 10. Trying to get to it. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. He didn't get a lot on the return, but man, he set his offense up at the 30.
And that's kind of a double whammy for this offense, because on their opening drive, not only did they turn it over with the interception, but they've now set their defense up in a really tough spot deep in their own end.
The offense set for a first down play. Give to the single back. Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He's looking to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. He's going to run it any way you can in your freshman season at quarterback, and he gets it done on the ground. They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. Quarterback on the keeper. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Give to the back. And maybe they want to try somewhere else, because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. And here's a fumble way behind the line. And the defense grabs it, and they're taking it the other way.
Man, that's fumbles in consecutive weeks. Coaches don't like that. They start to, you know what happens is the trust factor goes out the window. I don't want to run you as much because I can't trust you as much, especially in big spots. Got to hold on to that football.
Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. That keeps the running game churning. Pick up a 5 to the 23. And the Hoosiers racing to the line in the hurry-up. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Hoosiers with the 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the big fella.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find their rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you could tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here in the game.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. And the freshman will chalk up a sack. And the offense sprung a big-time leak, and the quarterback went down.
And when you're throwing the football, you're trying to stop the best athletes in the world from getting to your quarterback. They're going to get there. They're pinning their ears back, get to the QB, get the sack.
And the Hoosiers will call on their punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Trying to find his man on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. And that is good versatility there and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on third and long from the 41. He's taking the shot. And he makes the catch inside the 25. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Irish!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Washington went into hostile territory and came away with a convincing victory. The Huskies always seem to get everyone's best punch, but today they were the ones who delivered the knockout. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. What a move to get home for the sack. When the Irish get to the quarterback, sometimes you think Rudy, but this time you think a dude.
A dude. And listen, the more guys you get like this that can put his hand in the dirt and go get the quarterback, the easier it becomes to call defense. That guy is an absolute stud.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Oh, he had it and he dropped it. Almost one of those big plays he's known for. It'll be third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. The Hoosiers will punt it away on fourth down. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Slips through the line. He's brought down, but there's also a penalty marker down. Let's see what this is about.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll throw it on first down. Right down the middle. It's caught. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
It's really hard when you get in those predictable situations. Defenses are sitting on the sticks. Receivers have to understand where that first down marker is.
Fires the pass. Intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job of his decision making.
Here come the Irish back on offense. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Working that left side now. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. They'll go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The marker is at the 35, and they need to get it there to convert third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. The Irish send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. From the gun, the ground game. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold it.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Quickly to the tight end. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Now on second down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Trying to make magic with his feet. Oh, the ball's on the ground. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back. And the Hoosiers in the hurry up.
Well, for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Looking for space. It's Brady. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Yeah, and the defensive line, you know, 3rd and long situations, I'm rushing the quarterback. You bring in the nickel, a little bit more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack on 3rd down.
The Hoosiers will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They'll run it from the gun. A run up the middle is stuffed for no gain. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll give it to the back. And it's on the ground. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it.
Offside. Defense.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
Gives it to the back on the draw. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Running back goes in motion. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing in his pads. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Gets it out fast.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Out of the shotgun on third down. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and that's fun to be the defensive coordinator calling the plays.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He'll call for the fair catch here. Here come the Irish back on offense. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time it's second down. He's looking to throw. Safe completion on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Third down coming up after that completion. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets away. Forced to just throw it away on third down, and now they face fourth. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Line gets set, first down. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. And the Hoosiers are in the hurry-up. They go to the ground. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. The freshman able to get home with the sack.
And they didn't have to blitz. They brought in the dime package, more speed on the field so we can cover in the back end and then let the D-line do what great D-line do.
The Hoosiers send out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. Wants to bring it back. He gets a block. They'll wrap him up and bring him down, and that's how we'll wrap up the first quarter. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the second. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. To the ground with the back. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Off play action. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on third down. Fourth down coming up. The Irish send out the punt unit. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. Offense set on first down. He'll start this drive firing. He's going to take off. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. Here comes the hurry-up.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Get it out on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of it.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and then kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
And the Hoosiers want to crank the tempo.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
Snap from the gun on third down. Flushed out of the pocket. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. The Hoosiers come to the line with a new set of downs.
Man, how tough is this guy to defend? He drops back, everything tells you pass, and then he scrambles and gets the first down. Just so hard to defend.
Using that running game to bludgeon forward. He's got 4 down to the 35. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Tackled after picking up the first down. Offense lining up quickly.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game going.
And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. Let's see what they've got on second down. They'll run it from the gun. Stop is made, but he picks up 4 yards down to the 21-yard line. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this third and short, they're still thinking touchdown. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. A strike downfield. So close to that end zone, he could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. They'll run it. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Indiana! Well, somebody's been doing their box jumps.
You ain't lying. Getting up in the air. Hey, listen, I'm taking a picture of that, saving it. That might be my screensaver on my phone. That vertical way up in the air.
PAT unit on the field. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. UConn is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Huskies have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today.
He breaks a tackle.
It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Duke. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down. They'll give it to him again. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Now they're going to throw it. They're bringing heat. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. 3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Makes the grab. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. Notre Dame lines up quickly.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon.
Lets it fly deep downfield. And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone. They'll try again on second down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. It's complete to the right. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. He wants to throw it again. Chucked it away just as he was hit. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Fires to the right. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Well, I love the job by the coaching staff there defensively, matching the personnel of the offense, putting their dime package out on the field. So you bring out the extra defensive back, you're anticipating a pass, perfect timing to run that personnel, and you get the pick.
Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
Going up top on first down. Fires to the middle. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy at second down. From the gun to give, looking for room. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up one to the 35. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be fourth down. And the Hoosiers will try to pin them back with the punt. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Here come the Irish back on offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
On third down, he drops to throw. He looks that one in nicely. And he was knocked down immediately short of the line to gain. They'll have to make a decision here. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Finds his big tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the quarterback who makes a sure tackle.
We're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
The play-action fake. Getting some heat. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to get to it. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. The Hoosiers will bring the punt team onto the field. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Wants to return it. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Looking to go up top on first down. Got his man downfield. Flying down the right side. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his run.
The huge explosive play put them right on the doorstep, and now they've got to punch it in. Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
This offense is so explosive, they can change the scoreboard in a flash. You just saw that on that drive.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Well, they didn't exactly milk the clock on that drive, did they? 2 plays and into the end zone for the touchdown. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or 2, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29. And the Hoosiers will hustle to the line. It'll be a draw. He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. Touchdown, Hoosiers! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
And the biggest thing is identifying coverages, right? Like, quarterback has to line up and see what he's seeing and see those safeties. I know outside with that safety in the middle of the field, I got a chance to attack and attack deep with my speedster, and he does a great job throwing the football out there, and he does the rest with the catch and then striding it into the end zone.
Lining up for the PAT. Right down the middle. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the points come in a lightning strike, a 70-yard touchdown pass. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The give to the back. Just destroying his way through the field. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. That's the way to start a drive. Now they'll snap it just shy of midfield. Might as well give it to him again. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold it.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And now on 2nd down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Feeling some heat. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down. I'm not positive, but that 1st down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Picked off. Takes it the other way. He was hoping for that interception return for the touchdown, but he's brought down at the 27.
Well, I think it's pretty safe to say this guy's going to be getting a helmet sticker. That now his 2nd interception of the game. He has just been lights out here today.
Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Quickly complete. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. The Hoosiers racing to the line in the hurry up.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special.
And the freshman will chalk up a sack. Well, they tried to play fake, but it fooled absolutely nobody.
And that's the problem with play-action pass, Reese, is that it takes time to develop. The quarterback's got to fake the handoff. The receivers generally are running routes further downfield, so the offensive line has got to be able to hold up that extra second to give their QB an opportunity. They weren't able to do it there.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Got it set up on the outside. The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. And they'll send out the field goal unit. Just drives it between the uprights. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here come the Irish back on offense. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Fires to the wideout. A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup. They created a lot of breathing room with that first play of the drive. Now 1st down from the 39. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Afterburner's coming. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down.
Love the individual effort by the wide receiver after the catch, making people miss, showing you the speed. Now he set up his offense down in the red zone.
They keep count of their number of explosive plays, and that last one has him set up 1st and 10 at the 19. From the red zone, looking for a man. He caught it. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a 1st and goal.
Man, this quarterback's been in a nice rhythm all drive, hasn't he? He's just playing on time. He's making good decisions. He's now got the offense at 1st and goal. I'd let him throw it down here. He has earned that right.
And as we get deep in this first half, a 1st and goal and a chance to take the lead before the break. Trying to punch it in. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? He's looking to throw. He makes a grab. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. The give. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. And this will be a short one from about 21 yards out. It's good. And the 3-ball locks us up. We get closer to the half. So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. The offense will quickly use a timeout. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back.
False start.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Line getting set on second down. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll throw it on first down. And the defense wraps up the first half by taking it to the quarterback and getting the sack. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Men, it should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun matchup in South Bend. An entertaining first half, and we've got a multi-possession lead to break down thanks to the surgical precision of this offense. Might honestly take more time to talk about what didn't work than what did. The running game, the passing game, gadget plays have worked. Now it's just a matter of finishing the job. With that said, let's send it back to the fellas there in the shadows of Touchdown Jesus.
And the Hoosiers will kick it off to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. He's looking to throw it. Wide open downfield. Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that one. Lining up from the 34 on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. After the misfire, now on second down. The give to the left side. They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a third down and 3. Trying to pick up a first down. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Dialing up a second down pass play. Had the pick in his hands and couldn't hang on, and you just won't see that from him very often. It'll be third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket starts to collapse. The freshman able to get home with the sack.
On third and long, you know what's coming. That's exactly where you want to get an offense. The passing game has to come out. You go nickel, bring some more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack to force the fourth down.
The Hoosiers will call on their punt team. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Here come the Irish back on offense. He'll do it himself. At the 45 on his way. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Offense getting set for first down. The give to the back. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. They'll line up for a second down play. He's looking to throw. Firing to the right, complete. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. They'll try to run for it. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Makes the grab on the left. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And here comes the offense on second down. Jump the gun just a bit. We've got a false start.
False start. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Looking to throw on second down. Finds the tight end. Makes the grab, and he's dragged down. Defense trying to come up with a stop on third and short from the 37. From the gun, wants to pass. They're trying to get to it. Strong pass rush, gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
The Irish send out the punt unit.
On to kick it away.
And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. The run from the shotgun. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. And the Hoosiers want to pick up the tempo. From the gun, the running back has it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Running back searching for a hole. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Hoosiers will punt this one away. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. They'll give it to the back. Found that crease, and they knock him down after a pickup of 5 to the 32. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Finds his man down the middle. Stopped after making the catch. Here comes 3rd and short from the 27. This defense trying to make them settle for a field goal. They'll try to get the first through the air. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Fighting Irish! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Vanderbilt is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Jay Cutler, this might not be over just yet.
Give to the back.
It's a tight one right now. They're trailing by only 5 to Western Kentucky. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. From the gun, running back on the move. And the Hoosiers get the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. The Hoosiers come to the line in the hurry-up. On second down, he's looking downfield. Safe completion on the screen.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
And the Hoosiers decide to punt it away. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Handoff from the gun. Defense fills those gaps. He's got one to the 28. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on first down. It's complete on the right side. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Fires to the big fella. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. On second down, looking again to throw. He finds his man. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. The give to the tailback. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line after he picked up 4. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll run play action. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. Finds his big tight end. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. Off the play fake on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. 2nd down coming up. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions had them staring at 3rd and 10. He wants to throw it again. Setting up the screen. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12.
In that 2nd down play, the defense, I think, was expecting pass. So you saw them come firing upfield. They use their speed. They use their athleticism. They win the one-on-ones, and they get a big-time sack.
They've gotten pushed back, but it's still 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. On the run, still looking. Several defenders there to get him on the ground. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And that will extend their lead even further.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing. Good decision by the head coach here in the fourth quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a two-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. They'll leave it with him. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. They're going to go right back to him on first down. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. The Hoosiers want to crank the tempo. He'll keep it himself. And the freshman does a great job using his technique in getting the man on the ground. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that third down. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Makes a move. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. Here come the Irish back on offense. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack. Get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
Oh, the speed, the acceleration, the elusiveness, and he's down to the 43. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
Another sack by this defense, but how about this QB? He continues to get back up every single time, still leading his team, still staying positive, still putting them in a good position to win this football game.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He makes the connection. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. He's going to pass. Quickly complete.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
And wings it incomplete. Ball at the 31, 3rd and short coming, defense trying to rise up. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Feeling some heat. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Defensive linemen live to get after the quarterback, to get sacks, to get by those big hog mollies up front on the offensive line and say, you taste dirt.
Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Quarterback on the keeper. Discards a man. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. On 2nd down, wants to throw it. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And the Hoosiers will punt it away on 4th down. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. From the shotgun, the inside give. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Forced out of the pocket. And he's going to be stopped just short of the 1st down. He tried to get it on his own. The Irish send out the punt unit. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Buys a little extra time. Hard running there. Gets down at the last possible second to avoid getting lit up. The Hoosiers will hustle for the line. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Gets open down the middle. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Lost one deep down the right side. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Going the other way, and he's got room. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception. Here comes the offense on 1st down. He wants to throw, trying to get to it. It's on target and complete. Tackled immediately after the catch. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now 2nd down. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon.
Neutral zone infraction. Defense.
Neutral zone infraction will push the ball up 5 yards. That last one was just a crushing penalty for this defense. Here comes 2nd and 1. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. He's now up to 104 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. Notre Dame now operating in the red zone. He'll pull it on the read. Got enough space, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Irish! They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
And how about the job blocking by the wide receivers? If you're going to play receiver in this offense, you can't only want to catch the ball, you've got to be willing to block. They did a great job there.
Ready to try the point after. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Just a short pass to the tight end. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he'll move his way forward to the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 35. And the Hoosiers racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And 1st down for the offense.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. And a little too much adrenaline on that throw never gave his receiver a chance. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And now on second down for this offense. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Got it set up on the outside. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Third and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on fourth down by what they call here. They'll try to get it through the air. And it's incomplete on third down. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on fourth down.
He had nowhere to go with the football. Fourth down, you know he wants to make a play. I'd like for him to throw it up, to be honest. Try to give somebody an opportunity to make a play. Who cares if I throw a pick? It's fourth down anyways, but couldn't find anybody to get the ball off. Defense surrounds him, gets him to the ground with a sack.
They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. They worked that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Quarterback checking the play. Plows ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32. A third down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. Defense just a little too eager, and that's 5 yards for the O. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. The give to the back. Pulled down after a pickup of 6, but he gets it inside the red zone. It's down at the 15. He's going to pass on second down. He looks that one in nicely. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. It's third down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. Trying to pick it up on the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. He got it. And now the lead is extended a little further. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Line getting set on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. The Hoosiers will try to pin them back with the punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Fair catch is called for. You want to make sure that you field it cleanly in rainy weather like this. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Quick handoff. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them. Or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when teams go out and play like it's sudden death. Like if they lose the game, their entire season is over. This game wasn't for the national championship, but you wouldn't know that watching this winning team, David. Tremendous effort and tremendous execution.
I love competitive people. I love competitive coaches. I love competitive teams that they know that their job is to go out and get a W no matter where you play. You want to play in the parking lot? We'll go meet you. Great job by this team being ready, getting the W.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.